Hey.
Hey. How's it going?
It's going good. How you doing?
I'm okay. Today is a good day.
Good. So, I hear you got a book out.
Yes. My book Dreamer is finally available.
Finally. We've been waiting. So, it's here.
It's here.
Okay. So before I get into where they can get it from and how and where you gonna be at so that they can get it signed and stuff, because everybody wants a book signed from an author. I know that's like a big deal. So I wanted to bring you here. We are at the new No String Studio, or the media room, and I wanted to talk to Nay to ask Nay more about her book. So Nay,
yes,
what is Dreamer about?
Woo! So Dreamer is about dreams, of course. There's a young lady, the main character. She's kind of battling with some internal stuff, some past traumas, current life situations that are coming forward in her dreams. And so she kind of wants to get to the bottom of it, but she's a little scared because the dreams are kind of like nightmares, you know. Not all dreams are easy to follow, right? So within that, she's on a journey to find out what the dreams mean for her, what does it mean for where she came from, and she's pretty much looking for answers. So you go through that journey with her.
And so Nay, how did you come up with the whole concept for your book and it about dreams? Was this because you were experiencing this, or is this just a fictional story that you just pulled out and was like, I want to write about that? That's a good idea.
So pretty much anybody who knows me on a personal level, and those of you that will get into my book, I'm going to let you in on a secret. I'm a dreamer. I'm a very spiritual person. My background is heavily rooted in Christianity, and I came up in church. And I like to believe that God speaks to me through my dreams, because my dreams are always so telling. And it kind of like answers questions that I have about life and different experiences and things like that. So the idea of the book actually came from the fact that I was on my face one night, and I told God, I want to hear you. I need your guidance, but I'm kind of scared of what that looks like. Don't come in a voice. Don't let me see nothing.
Don't bring Papa back from the past.
For real. But speak to me in a way that I can interpret it and I can understand that it's you. And then that's when these dreams started.
Wow.
So for me, the idea behind Dreamer was, I am a dreamer. And the book is kind of loosely based around some real events, things that I was going through when I was in school and stuff. So that's really where the basis of it came from, is like not to be scared of what is happening in your dreams and what it could mean, because it could be just the thing that you need to figure out what the rest of life is supposed to look like.
Okay, so that sounds interesting. I think I'm ready to get into through those lenses. So if you had to give any advice about the process of bringing this book about, like, how did that look for you? Was it what you thought?
So I like to write. I've been told that I'm a really good storyteller. I have a really big imagination. And the beginning phases of this book looked like a screenplay. My idea was, I was really big into fan fiction back in the day, because this book actually started in like 2009. I started writing this, and it started as a script. So I had the idea, I had the storyline, I had the characters, and I had what it looked like for me. So that's what was coming out. The movement into book form came because I'm like, am I really gonna like make this into a movie or a screenplay? It probably would be easier.
Which she should, because they got some real juicy fight scenes. So
I'm like, this would actually be easier, so I thought, to move it over to book format. So I'm a pretty good writer. Essays and stuff, I always get really good grades in school. So I thought I could kind of transform it. No. I am a pretty good writer. APA. I'm good with that. But the process of writing a book, it was so hard, y'all. I would tell anybody that is looking to move into writing a book, really do your research. Shop around, find an author, not an author, but a publishing company that is going to offer you editing, is going to offer you formatting is going to offer you just the whole spiel, because coming in with a manuscript thinking I got a really good story is not going to cut it. It may be an amazing story, but putting it into book format was such a journey that it kind of like really changed my mind and my mindset around writing books. So I still think I'm a good storyteller, and I probably will tell more stories, but actually writing a book, I probably will never do that again.
Yeah.
I probably wouldn't.
Don't let that be fearful from you writing books.
But that's just me personally, because I don't have the patience. Like, this was really a test to my patience and a test to, I'm not going to say commitment, but just like motivation. Because that's not what I signed up for when I went into wanting to change this into a book.
Right.
But if that's what you want, then that's what I'm saying. Like, get somebody on your team that's going to actually help bring that dream come true. Because for me, it actually was, though. The ending result of it is I'm so happy with my book. I'm so happy with how it turned out. It was a struggle, inner struggle, but it's still because I had a bomb person helping to bring this dream come true.
No,
it did exactly what I needed it to do. Was it hard? Yes, but it was good. It was a good experience overall.
Good. So that's dope, Nay.
Yes,
and I'm proud of Nay because actually, again, I went through this project with her, so I'm personally understanding where she is coming from, and both of us were kind of new coming into this. Like, I had published books for myself, and I'm in the more children's book realm, but working with her has definitely birthed something greater, and I think the both of us.
Yes.
And again, if you have a good team, and on the publisher side too, if you have people that are willing to do the work and go through the process and not give up, it makes it all worth it in the end. And I think Nay will be able to use this as a platform to move forward and do stuff. And so that brings me to my next question. Tell us about what this next step looks like for you. Like, what does this do, and what other things do you have going on that if people are like, okay, like, that's dope, I got Nay book, I want to continue to follow her because I'm feeling her whole vibe.
So that is the goal, that is the hope, that is the plan, that you guys pick up this book and it's like, she kind of cool. What else she got? So what else do I have? I actually do a podcast right now, As Told by Nay. A lot of you guys know about that. Those of you that don't, check your girl out. You can find me on YouTube at As Told by Nay. You can find me on IG, author Janae. Add me on Facebook. Hit me up. I love talking to you guys. The podcast, it talks about all different kinds of things. Current events, health stuff, what's happening with whatever. You guys write me letters. I speak to it from my perspective. I have guest speakers. It's pretty dope. Of course, get my book, Dreamer. You'll enjoy it. It's a good read. It's very entertaining. And I'm not just saying that because I wrote it, but it really is. And I also do therapy. I'm a therapist. And if you want more information about that, hit me up on IG as well. My therapy company is Seasons of Life Therapy with Nay. And that's pretty much where I'm at right now. Let me into your life. I really want to be a part of it. I want to invite you guys to be a part of mine and all those different platforms. And yeah, that's pretty much all I got right now.
So, okay, so I want to, you were saying you were a therapist, so
yes.
Like, I want to, what would, if you can, everybody's going through this quiet season with this pandemic and stuff, and you said seasons of life, so is there any professional advice that you can give to people who are in this?
She about to make me get in my therapy bag. Okay. So pretty much, guys, right now, I would encourage you all to find that quiet space and make it your safe place. There are a lot of different things that are being stirred because of this pandemic. Whether it is emotions crazy all over the place, fear surrounding family, the uncertainties of the future, just kind of dealing with self. Sit in it. Don't run from it. We as people tend to have all these different distractions, and right now you can't really distract yourself from what's right here. Why? Because you have been halted on daily life. We can't change the future, and we really have no control over what's happening right now. So my advice to you would to be sit in it. Process what that means for you. Get with people that may make you feel safe that you can process this with. We as people need that human experience to kind of get through one place to another. So in this season, don't be afraid of uncertainty. Don't be afraid of the mixed emotions and the craziness that you feel. The fear, the anger, the anxiousness, all of that is really, really normal. Embrace it. Sit in it. Figure out what that means for you. And then actually use that to fuel you into your next season. When we come out of this, it needs to be a brand new you. That doesn't mean that you have to come up with some grand scheme. If that means for you relaxing, taking a break because you've been running yourself crazy for the last 5 years, take that break. If that then opens up this can of creativity and you come out with some brand new whatever, utilize this time to fuel yourself forward so that when this is all said and done and you do move into that next season of your life, it was for you exactly what it needed to be. You made those connections that you needed to. You processed, you felt, you sat in it, and you grew from it. That's all I got.
Okay. and that's real good. And I know you're not here to give us therapy
sessions.
We here to promote
good.
Dreamer.
All good.
But like, speaking on that, I think that's important for people to know. You made a really valid statement there, is because I think the new, like, the chant or mantra for this pandemic is, you seeing all the memes saying, if you don't come out of this with something in 30 days, then but is it okay for people to just be chilling and kind of self-reflecting without coming out a billionaire at the end of this pandemic or coming out with the next best invention? Is it okay for people to just utilize this time to just be still?
Listen, guys, what we are going through right now, we have never gone through before. There is no play-by-play blueprint on what this is supposed to look like. You are dealing with uncertainty of your future. This is very traumatic for a lot of people. There are people who don't know day by day how they're going to provide for their families. There are people who don't know day by day what tomorrow is going to look like. You can't tell people that in this moment they have to get in their bag and come up with some grand idea and come out on the other end of this a billionaire. For some people, this is the perfect time to tap into that, but for other people, you do need to sit. You do need to relax. You need to take a moment to kind of just deal with what's happening right now. Don't let anybody pressure you into feeling like you need to be this great mogul when you come out of this pandemic, because that's not going to be everybody's story. And then you're going to be looking on the other end depressed, feeling less than, because you didn't compare your journey to everyone else and you didn't come out thinking the way that you thought you should or how other people thought that you should. Run your race. Pick your battles wisely. Don't compare and contrast what you got going on to everybody else. If this moment in time feels like sitting and sleeping and relaxing, please do that. Take time to care for yourself and don't let other people's mindset about this make you feel no type of way. It's about us, guys. At the end of the day, yes, the human experience is there, and we want to encourage each other to do great things and, be better people in life, be better versions of ourselves. That seems to be what everybody is working towards. But sometimes that looks like being still, and that's okay.
And reading a book.
Preferably
Dreamer.
For sure.
Yeah, so I agree with that, Nay. Everything that you said about just being still and that was an issue prior to us walking into this pandemic, and will probably be an even greater issue after the pandemic because it has set so many people back. And this year has started off crazy even before the pandemic, so people really thought that 2020 was about to be their year, and people thought that, okay, here's a chance, and then you got hit with the regular stuff of 2020, and then we got hit with this, and then on top of it, now we're hashtagging be great after this pandemic. So I think those sentiments that you just said is perfect for people to realize that run your race. Right. This is about you and you only, and don't let nobody make you feel like you should be doing something other than what you feel in your heart, your soul searching that you're doing during this time.
Facts. So, and this is trauma. This is trauma for everybody, and everybody's trauma looks different on how they process that. For me, coming out of this, I'm a creator. I'm a creative person. So I was one of those busybodies on the go all the time. 2020 has definitely shown me that it is okay to sit down. It's okay to be still. Like, I'm still learning how to be in my own presence. Do you know how big that is? when you are who you are, you've been with yourself all your life, but you don't even know how to be in your own presence.
Right.
So this is forcing me to be okay with nay. And sometimes that's what the lesson is for you. You need to be okay with you. This is still going to be my year. This is still going to be great because in the presence of me, I have been able to plan. What does this look like? What does greatness look like? And I realized that I really didn't know. I thought I did, and I was making all these moves, and I was doing all this different stuff. But wasn't going nowhere.
Wasn't going nowhere.
Nowhere did I go. So now literally can't go nowhere. And when I am able to, I know exactly where I need to be. Sit in it, y'all. Sit in it.
That's good stuff. You got something to say? Take notes. Oh, we have a question.
Okay. So just kind of going off of what you were saying about just be still, but what advice do you have, on the theme of dreamers? Mm-hmm. What do you have for those dreamers who, like you said, you were go, and now you're having to stay still? What about people who have these dreams that, maybe 2020 was supposed to be their year? What are we supposed to do with those dreams? What advice do you have? How do I hold on to that in an uncertain time? So, I have this dream to do this by this time. Well, that time is so uncertain that it's like, how do I keep that going without feeling like I'm just walking away or feeling like, I'm just going to sleep on it for the time? Like, what do I do for the meantime?
Mm-hmm. So it's funny that you say that because on my YouTube channel, I do these little chats weekly. And crazy, every Monday I drop this week's little excerpt was called Stop Fooling Yourself, and it was definitely talking about time, expectations, and the unrealistic boundaries that we place on them. Time, what is time? Something we have no control over. Life has given us this societal time clock that we tend to place ourselves on based off of age, based off of experience, based off of teaching. You can't really put expectation on time. You can't really put boundary on time. And that looks crazy across the board, whether it's relationships, whether it's career goals, whether it's parenting stuff. So when you have these dreams and you're like, man, I wanted to manifest this by age 20. Is that realistic? Is that really how it can go? You just never know. Maybe right now is not even the time for you to reach that goal. So what it looks like is don't let go of that dream. If that's your dream and that's your goal, go for it. Fight for it. But really plan. Take this time to plan. There's nothing wrong with planning. I'm not telling you to waste your time for sure because we can't get it back. But don't put these unrealistic expectations on when and how it's supposed to happen. Kind of just go your journey and work at it how you can in that moment. Because right now we can't really control any of this that's happening. We just kind of stuck to deal with it, right? So don't let your dreams go, but maybe journal. Start to kind of research. Do the bottom work, the foundation. Really put in that groundwork and build on it. So that when you are able to move, maybe that's the time. Maybe that's when you're supposed to go, but now you know exactly what that looks like.
So do you think that people that have dreams or goals or visions, I think a lot of people get confused with the dream being the end result. Mm-hmm. I'm doing my dream when I'm on MTV. I'm doing my dream when I'm in Tyler Perry Studios. But the dream is the process. So the moment you take out your book and you write it down and you figure that, okay, well, tomorrow I need to get on Google to find steps A through Z. Then after I find those steps A through Z, I need to find out who I need to contact to make A through Z happen. That's the dream. And I think people think that the dream is the Tyler Perry, the BET, the when I sit down on, with T.I. on Expeditiously, people think the end result is the dream, but the dream is the process.
Right. Kind of putting that into perspective, when someone gets to a great place in life and they're like, this was a dream come true. Well, what was the dream? The process. Exactly what you said. The journey to get there is the actual dream. The end result is my dream came true. Now I can reap the benefits of what that dream was.
The foundation that was laid prior to the end result. I think Tyler Perry. He has Tyler Perry Studios, and we see the grandeur of Tyler Perry Studios. Right. But that's the reward for working the dream. Right. That's not the dream. The dream and his process was the homelessness, the getting shut down, the renting out the studios over and over, the heartache, the heartbreaks, the picking himself back up. Mm-hmm. But Tyler Perry Studios, as we know it, That's the reward.
Right. It's the reward. It's the dream come true. It's not the dream.
It's the actualization of the processing of getting your dream started and moving forward.
Dreaming is an action word. Let's put in work, guys. Me writing this, having this book available for you guys is a dream come true. Having gone through this dream with all the help and support and encouragement is something that I will never forget for the rest of my life. That process, that journey, what that felt like. The crying, the upset, the frustrated, going back to the drawing board, resubmitting things, being told no, all of that is a part of the dream. And you want to keep fighting for that because the reward is going to be much greater when you actually put in the work for your dream.
Right, right. And that allows you to do other stuff that attach to your dreams. So, okay, Nate, before we leave, do you mind reading a few lines?
Sure.
Of this book so that you can get people interested in. So,
people have been asking me to do this all week, and it always takes me like 10 minutes to find a good place to kind of read from because I don't even know. Oh, I know, perfect for this piece. I'm sitting down on the ground behind my car, clutching my knees to my chest and reflecting on the intensity and the increased frequency of these nightmares. So realistic and raw. My thought immediately shifts to my mother. She has to be trying to tell me something, deciding at that moment to no longer be defeated by these dreams.
Wow. How fitting.
How fitting.
How fitting.
So that was just a little paragraph.
Get your book, y'all. One more time, tell them where they can get this.
So, again, Dream Girl. No, okay. Dreamer. Dreamer is now available for those of you that are on my Facebook Live. I pinned the link in the comment section, but you can find this at nostringspublishing.com. Go to shop books and you will have this lovely picture here. You click that link and go ahead and purchase your copy. Are they able to get this up through the Barnes & Noble, or it just goes directly through
it? Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to go through No Strings right now. Who helped me bring my dream come true.
And I'm going to put the link in these comments as well. And the first two that order from this live, the book is on me. So,
look at there. Look at there.
Go ahead, and if you would like a copy of Dreamer, the first two people that say me, it's on me.
It's a really good read, guys. And I know I'm being like real dramatic. I'm a dramatic person anyway, and real dramatic about the dreams and stuff. But it's a urban adult fiction, so there's laughs, there's serious moments. This girl, the main character, she's in college, so it kind of gives you like a little bit of taste of my experience at the illustrious Florida A&M University. And it talks a little bit about love and friendship and betrayal as well. You know, it's an entertaining story, but the underlying message is definitely don't be afraid to follow your dreams, process that, and see what it means for you. So get it. It's a good read. It's not too big, you know. You can get through it fairly quickly.
Yeah, a day.
Get into it. Get into it.
And since there's nothing else really for us to do, find a good book. Support.
Yes. Support your people.
Your local people
Support
that are
your
doing
people.
things.
For sure. I preach that all the time.
Yeah,
Support your people.
so even if you, I don't like to read, I don't do books, it's okay.
Right.
There are people that do. Christmas coming up. I bet you by the time you go to sleep tonight, wake up in the morning, it's going to be Christmas. You're going to start seeing bills in Walmart. It'll be a great gift to give someone. And even quarantine gift. It's a good quarantine gift. Put it in a basket, drop it off to your friend's house, and see what it's about. So, y'all support Nay. We support her. We love her. She doing some great things. And so we glad.
It's a little spicy too. One of my good friends said she's reading this with her fiance.
Oh,
it's a good little date. Sit down and read a book
shower
together.
Scene in there,
It's definitely a shower scene.
A little spicy, hot, juicy.
You should have seen my face as I delivered this book to my mother and my father because they are my biggest fans. Shout out to Sharon and Lewis. And giving them my book, and I was just like, all right, so disclaimer.
This ain't the day you know.
Don't look at this as your child. I had to tell my aunt, like my whole family, big up to Team Nay, my closest friends and my family that already, you know, got a copy of this book. I really had to put a disclaimer out there. So just said that to say it's entertaining. It's for
truly.
adults, and you guys check it out, man. I think you'll actually really enjoy it. And I'm not just saying that because it's mine.
Yeah. So thank you, Nate, for telling us about Dreamer and the rest of the individuals out here that are doing stuff. So
yes,
thanks, Nate.
Thank you.
And thank you guys for watching. For those of you that are new, I see we just got like 100 new followers on the No String page today.
Yes.
So thank you. We went from 540 this morning to I think 647, 657.
That's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome.
So thank you guys that are liking the page, sharing the page, talking about it. And for those of you that are new, here at No Strings, we are a publishing company. We publish books, self-published books. We also help with media stories, and we have a media room here, so we're doing podcasting, and we're trying to bring that about and get that process. So if you know people that are doing podcasting or writing books or need help with media stuff, we are here to help you. I just told Nate we're the community college of entrepreneurship here. So stop by, give us a chance. You can give us a call at 941-567-4988. That's the office number. We're open here Monday through Saturday. If there's anything you guys have questions about, whether it's for Nay, you can drop them on the links that she gave, or you can get in touch with me and I'll get in touch with her. Again, she's more than just the author. Yes. She is also a therapist. So if there's anybody going through something heavy that they really need support, get in touch with us, and I'll get y'all in touch with Nay so that she can help you in your time of need. Because we want everybody to stay well, stay healthy, and not just from the coronavirus. People are suffering more from mental illness during this time than they are the coronavirus. So we want to be sure to take care of those individuals too. Right. So y'all have a good day. Thanks for watching. We'll be back with some new stuff hopefully. And peace to the Middle East.
All right, y'all.
All right.